Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today in this particular video, we will going to discuss about IOC containers in Spring. So let us start our tutorial with a question. What is IOC container? So IOC stands for inversion of control, which means that we are inverting a control of creation of object from user to some external source. And that external source which is responsible to inject a dependencies into our application is known as IOC container. So this IOC container is responsible to instantiate and configure an object, and it is also responsible to inject our dependencies into our application. Now let us try to understand this concept of IOC container by the help of diagram. So friends, we are having an Spring container or an IOC container, and in our application we are having an Java Pojo classes. So we are passing this Pojo class as an input to our Spring container, and along with that we are also providing an metadata to our Spring container. Now this metadata can be in the form of XML, or it can be in a form of annotations or Java based. In our upcoming tutorials we will discuss about these different types in detail. So we are passing these two inputs to our IOC container, and now this IOC container is responsible to instantiate an object or to configure an object and to inject the dependencies into our application. So now we don't have to worry about creation of an object, and we are having an IOC container that is responsible to take care of all the operations related to object, like construction of an object or destruction of an object, or to inject the dependencies related to object. Now friends, let us discuss about various types of IOC containers. So in Spring there are two types of containers. First one is Bean Factory and second one is application context. Now let us try to understand about Bean Factory and application context IOC container by the help of program. So here I have created a test class, and by using this test class we will try to understand the concept that is related to Bean Factory IOC container. So this Bean Factory is an interface which is responsible to inject the dependencies into our application, and this XML Bean Factory is an implementation class for our Bean Factory interface, and our XML Bean Factory is accepting an object of resource. So here this resource is an interface, and this class path resource is an implementation class of resource. And inside our class path resource implementation class we are passing the name of our configuration file, that is application context.xml. So friends, this resource object is used to represent the information which we have defined inside our configuration file. Now in this statement you can see that we are using an getBean method of our Bean Factory IOC container, and inside our getBean method we are providing an ID of our student bean which we have defined inside our application context. So this is our configuration file, and inside our configuration file we provide the bean definitions. So this is the ID, that is student bean, which we have provided for our student class, and this is the ID which we are providing inside our getBean method. And in our next statement we are calling a method of our student class. So friends, here you can notice that we are not explicitly creating an object of our student class, and we are using an getBean method of our IOC container, that is Bean Factory. So this IOC container is responsible to provide an object of our student class. So friends, this is about Bean Factory IOC container. Now let us discuss about various concepts related to application context IOC container. So for understanding the concept of application context IOC container, I have created one class with the name test with application context, and inside our class I have created one main method, and we will use this main method to understand the concepts related to application context. So friends, this application context is an interface, and this class path XML application context is an implementation class for our application context. And in our class path XML application context we are passing the name of our configuration file, that is application context.xml. And my dear friends, this application context is developed on the top of Bean Factory interface. So it is providing various extra functionalities other than Bean Factory. That is, it provides various methods for the integration of AOP, that is aspect oriented programming. And apart from this, it provides various extra functionalities which we will discuss in our upcoming tutorials. So as we have discussed that application context is developed on the top of Bean Factory, and it is providing an additional functionalities. So it is better to use application context in place of Bean Factory IOC container. And friends, in our next statement we are using an getBean method of our application context IOC container, And inside our getBean method, we are passing an ID of our student bean. So here we are not creating an object of our student class explicitly, but we are using an getBean method of our application context IOC container to provide the object of our student class. And in our next statement, we are calling the method of our student class. And here in our next statement, we are closing our context. So friends, I hope that you are able to understand about various types of IOC containers in Spring, that is Bean Factory and application context. And friends, if you are having any doubts related to this particular tutorial, then you can write your queries in comment section.